Hello, vinyl community people on a Sunday fun day. It's Mike, MGK Boston, back with another video. Wasn't planning on doing one, but here I am. Colton wasn't planning on it either, but he's here too. So this one, saw Embryonic Brian do one. This is for our friend Ed right there. New channel. Boy, he's knocking them out. He was at 34 subscribers, I think, when I printed this out the other day, but now he's up around, circling around 50, Hawaii 50. So give him a subscriber and get him there. So he started a cool little thread here focusing on female artists. And as Jack at the Vinyl Martini pointed out, yeah, the vinyl community is a bit of a sausage fest. So we need some more ladies out here, right? There's Emmy Lou right there hanging out with Ed. She's one of my favorite ladies. So yeah, Colton's checking her out too. So yeah, I have a bunch of Emmy Lou Harris, so I have showed it before, so I'm not gonna show that, but his thread idea was simply show 5 to 10 female artists, and the little catch was one of them that you show has to be one that you've seen in concert. So I can do that. So anyway, let's see what we got here. Yeah, we're gonna have a little buffet of sorts here. Ed, gonna keep up a high mixture here. Keep it eclectic. Talking about here is Elizabeth Fraser here from the Cocteau Twins. This is Treasure. Let's say the release date on this one's 1984. It doesn't really say here on the inside, but yes, The Haunting Sound. If you like Cocteau Twins, you may also like Dead Can Dance, another band on the 4AD label. You can see right there. So yeah, number of good cuts on this. This is a double. Ivo, Lorelei, Persephone, Pandora. Just really highly atmospheric. I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of like a little bit gothic maybe. Yeah, good fall music, I call this. I'm one of these seasonal listeners. So yeah, it comes with this bonus. I don't know if you call it an EP, because I think it's got 8 tracks on it. IKEA Guinea being the best one. Oh, Kookaburra is good too. But anyway, yeah, that's Elizabeth Fraser from the Cocteau Twins. Yeah, like I said, I think the release date on that, 1984, Treasure. I have a number of theirs, but that's my favorite. All right, little jazz for Gary over at Physical Format. Yes, it's Astrid Gilberto. And this is the sound of the shadow of your smile right here. So, of course, she's best known. All right, her and her ex-husband, Joao Gilberto. I can't say that right. Spells it Joao Gilberto, Brazilian jazz guitarist. When they were married, Gilberto organized this collaboration, of course, with the late, great Stan Getz, and they're in the studio. No photo of Astrid, but she is the girl from Ipanema, right? So that's why I wanted to show that. Here's another one featuring Astrid. I've shown this before. I just love this cover so much. Walter Wanderley right here, Brazilian keyboard player. His trio right here, and featuring the vocal stylings of Astrid right there down in the center. Certain Smile, and then track 2, A Certain Sadness. So Nice, Summer Samba. I mean, anything there on side 1. Look any of those up. Little water damage here, but other than that, this is a really great LP. Original Verve sleeve on the inside. And there's the Verve logo right there down in the center. So Astrid Gilberto, number 2 on this list of female performers, artists, whatever. All right. So what do we got for number 3? Boom. Yeah, all right. We have the debut right here from the Pretenders here, and I'm talking about Chrissie Hynde. Not a very good shot of her there, but that's a good shot of her on the front right there with the band. And yeah, there, Chrissie Hynde, guitar and vocals right there. So this debut is just solid front to back. Precious, Stop Your Sobbing, Kid, Brass and Pocket was a huge top 40 single right out of the gate with this band. And that's the Pretenders featuring Chrissie Hynde. And if number 1's not enough, Pretenders 2. There they are on stage on the back right there. Bad Boys Get Spanked. That's a good one on this one. And Talk of the Town if you're new to the Pretenders for some reason. And then follow it up. There's 3 in a row right there from a band. Like, that's a good idea for a thread. First 3 albums by a band that were all great. There, I'm injecting a thread into a thread. So I'm going to do that next. It just came to me, right? So anyway, someone get on that. This is my original Canadian Press. I bought this in high school back when it came out. And yeah, I mean, 2,000 Miles, that's the one you always hear at Christmas time. But of course, Middle of the Road, Back on the Chain Gang, Show Me, Thumbelina, My City Was Gone, Thin Line Between Love and Hate. I mean, yeah, it's Chrissie Hynde, right? Awesome. All right, little country and western, vintage. Loretta Lynn, this is about 1964, 65, Before I'm Over You. Singing the blues, you don't have to be a baby to cry, right? That's sad, right? My shoes keep walking back to you. I love vintage country and western titles. I just can't get enough of it. Loretta could sing too, man. Oof, could she sing? Staying in the C&W vein, Mrs. Marty Stewart right here, right? Of course, later on, she married Marty Stewart, like I just said. And I'm talking about Connie Smith here, right? This is just a best of volume 2. I do not have volume 1, but this will do for today. Ribbon of Darkness. She does a great version of Cry, Cry, Cry on here. Baby's Back Again. Really solid. And that's Connie Smith right there. So here's the, so like Ed said in this, he wanted us to show someone that we'd seen in concert, right? So I was able to find this online. I was at a BC Place in Vancouver, British Columbia in the November of 1992, and I saw U2 on the Zoo TV tour. And who opened up? It was the Sugar Cubes right here, right? Yes. I only have these two 12-inch singles from the early days of the band, Birthday and Cold Sweat. Cool, oddly enough, I was going to say cool enough, but because they're from Iceland. On Birthday, you get the Icelandic version on side 2, and they do the same thing here. You can see in Icelandic here for Cold Sweat. So yes, that's Bjork. And then right after that tour in 92, she came out with this. And this actually was not her debut, but she called it debut. There was one album before this. I don't really like it, so I just have this one. And Human Behavior was a big single in the clubs back at the time when this came out. You can see right here, debut. And there's the mysterious Bjork right there, right, on this list of female vocalists. I don't even know what number we're at here, Ed, but not much in the way of liner notes on the inside, but just that photo of Bjork on the cover. So yeah, that was pretty cool. Finding that set list online. It's the miracles of the World Wide Web. Cool Bjork logo right there on the CD. So yes, someone I saw in concert, and of course it was on that tour right there for Zooropa. Yeah, all right. Another one here, going back over to the UK, it's Kate Bush. This is a 1997 remastering of her 1985 classic, Hounds of Love, right here. So there's another beautiful shot of the young Kate back there in 1985. See what's on the inside here. Let me get this inner sleeve out. I know there's some good photos here. There's Kate right there. We have here some more shots of Kate right there. Really great, very distinctive voice with Kate Bush. It's a kind of love it or leave it. I'm going to love it. I'm not going to leave it because I think she's fabulous. There she is right there. Yeah, Hounds of Love. That's a real great classic. I never had the vinyl for that one. I bought that reissue in 97, but I was familiar with her, of course, back in the 80s when I was a young fella. So anyway, it's Kate Bush. And this 97 thing actually comes with some bonus tracks, 12-inch single version of Running Up That Hill, and Big Sky, an alternative mix of that one too. A couple other great tracks by Kate Bush. There's that cool set list there from 1992, November at BC Place. Saw that with my friend Renee, who I've mentioned several times, old friend of mine who lives out in Vancouver, and Jack the Vinyl Martini over in Victoria. He's on Vancouver Island. I bet you he's been to a couple of concerts over the years at BC Place right there. There's that set list. Okay. Yeah, and then a little Psychedelic Sunday on Sunday. It's the debut here. It's Cheap Thrills, Janis Joplin right there. It's the female I'm talking about with Big Brother and the Holding Company and all this cool Robert Crumb artwork. There's my cool Grateful Dead Robert Crumb print that a coworker gave me years ago when he was retiring. He was kind enough to give a couple of gifts to a couple of colleagues like myself that he enjoyed working with. He, for whatever reason, enjoyed working with me. And so that's, so that's Robert Crumb, and this is Robert Crumb too. Cool collage. And in this collage of comic strips, they reference the name of each song on the album. This looks beat to hell, but because this was in a collection I got from another work colleague. Work with some cool people, obviously, don't I? And but the record itself is in great condition. I wouldn't call it pristine, but still pretty good nonetheless. Cool gatefold, and there they are, getting psychedelic right there, Ed. Yes. All right. Ricky Lee Jones. So if you're familiar later on in years, late 80s, Edie Brickell and the New Bohemians, they took a huge page out of her book. She was from California originally, Santa Monica area. This picture of her as a child right there in the middle. So yeah, this was her debut. Big single here, of course, was Chucky's in Love. I don't know, it's kind of poppy jazz. I like it. It's this is nice mellow music. Throw it on in the background, kind of like bookstore music, I call it. But she does have a very cool, unique voice, and I like it a lot. And then I bought a follow-up right here. This is Pirates. I mean, she's still recording to this date, but this is the only stuff I have. I may explore. I'd like to find a compilation of her stuff because she's been active now for 35 years, right? Time flies. So that's Pirates right there. And that's Ricky Lee Jones. And then lastly, let's pull up to the bumper, baby. It's Grace Jones, and she's night clubbing. It's a track I referenced there. I love that song. Pull up to the bumper, Walking in the Rain. Does a cool version here of Demolition Man. That's a Police song from the Ghost in the Machine album. And that's Grace Jones. And that's last on my list here of female artists. So please get over there. No, I'm just doing a thread for my friend Ed. Here, you want to say hi?
Hi, everybody. You're doing female artists?
Yes, I am.
This is so totally random. This is not planned. He didn't know I was coming in.
She's just back from the grocery store.
Look, so we're thinking of going.
Yeah, what's that? Oh, the singer who. Yeah.
But we might go see her.
We could. I thought you were gonna talk politics because it's a political magazine.
No, I
but
wasn't.
See on the front there. Can you see?
Okay, everybody.
It's Sarah McLachlan.
This magazine is a great magazine.
It's just called The Week.
It's called The Week, and it's
so Sarah McLachlan.
It's not political.
No,
right?
no, no.
It just happens to be on the cover.
I know.
But anyways, we might go see her with the Luke and
who?
From Guelph.
Oh yeah. They're coming and playing together, right? Yeah, and that's going to be in Boston, the Sarah McLachlan show.
They can't really see me though, so.
Oh, here.
Okay. Goodbye, everybody.
Sarah McLachlan update with Patty Cheesecake. We'll go to another concert. So yeah, Sarah McLachlan. Patty's a fan. So very impromptu guest appearance from Patty, showing us the headlines of Sarah McLachlan's latest tour. So that's breaking news. So anyway, that's another thread. Thread rhymes with Ed right here, and that's his channel, On My Turntable. Get over there and sub it up. Have a good Sunday, what's left of it, and I'll see you in the next video.